I've met up with Leo here on the Siemens Gas and Power booth at the World Energy Congress. Leo, you're looking at the topic of cybersecurity.
That's right.
Now, with all of what's going on with the energy transition and the pace of change, the pace of digitalization, the more digitalization you add to any energy system, the entire food chain, the bigger the footprint for the bad guys to do something, or the threat vectors increase. At Siemens, how do you go to an industry like this and start making them aware of cybersecurity?
Well, fortunately or unfortunately, Siemens was early to the cyber journey.
Okay.
And since then, we had to get really serious about cybersecurity. First, starting with product security to secure our install base.
Okay.
But then, from there, help our customers address this complicated topic. It really begins with strategy.
Okay.
That strategy is about understanding what you have, how to prioritize it, and harden it, and then begin to monitor it. At the core is this issue of visibility.
Okay.
You cannot protect.
Can I see what's going on?
Yeah, you cannot protect what you cannot see.
True. I have no idea whether I'm being hacked or not.
Yeah, exactly. And at the same time, risk is increasing exponentially, targeting or originating in the industrial environment.
Uh-huh.
And it's gone from low single digits to over 30%. It really has become the new risk frontier. And so, at the same time, our customers are facing this exponential risk and increased regulation that's sweeping the world. And the complexity of enabling digitalization. Therefore, security's got to keep up. And you need to take a holistic approach to the problem.
And Siemens has also been a founding member of the Charter of Trust community. Is that an effort to start helping industries get their heads around this?
Exactly. And the reason we called it a community is because we believe it takes a village to help address this problem.
Okay.
And you need not just the OEMs, which represent a large part of the supply chain, but you also need the asset owners and increasingly the IT companies and the insurers. The whole idea is to take shared responsibility to drive change in the industrial world. And what that begins with is really practical solutions. First, we need to speak a common language. And believe it or not, we're in the IT world and the OT world, operational technology world, we're not talking, it's like talking...
You might use the same term, but you mean completely different things.
Exactly. And so we're like ships passing in the night.
Yeah.
So coming together was the first step. And then second step was agreeing on sensible principles that would allow us to tackle this problem practically.
Okay.
Just last year, we announced at the Munich Security Conference standards across this community for our supply chain that everyone that does business with Siemens and our partners has to meet. And it's an ambitious step, and it's a journey, and all of us got to undertake it together.
Oh, wow. Okay. Now, the one thing that I believe in when it comes to cybersecurity is not a question of if you're going to get hacked, it's a question of when. And it may not always be the mega state actor somewhere. It could be a disgruntled employee, it could be a multitude of things. But you know, one of the key topics here at the conference is the energy for prosperity. Here at Siemens, you guys are talking about the securing supply.
Yeah.
We need secure energy for economic growth, for society, for everything. How do you work with energy companies to say that you probably will get done by something bad will happen? How do they recover? How do they plan for that?
Yeah, I think the word is resilience.
Okay.
And the whole idea behind this is that the probability of being attacked, as you said, is 100%.
It's going to happen.
The majority of companies that we've surveyed are going to experience at least one major security attack in the operational technology space a year. And in oil and gas, that number is up to 12%, experiencing 10 attacks or more. So this is a big challenge. And then the question is how to get better at responding to these attacks. Well, that means practice. It means exercising against the threat. It means developing relationships with your suppliers really developing this partnership so that we can all, when the bad day comes, respond against the playbook, a plan with a defined escalation path.
Okay.
And then lastly,
so it's not headless chicken stuff on the day that bad things happen.
Yeah. And lastly, what it really means is having visibility and context. So the advantage being ahead of attackers means that you have to monitor the environment. You have to have visibility. And that with that visibility comes insights and context, so that when those attacks do come, those mega attacks, some of the ones that you were referencing with nation states, it's a matter of hours and minutes and agility, being able to respond quickly by mustering the resources across different companies, across the supply chain, against the defined plan.
I've heard some companies say about, many in the energy companies will have plans if there's a typhoon, a hurricane, an earthquake, or whatever. If it happens, it's going to be bad, but we have to be able to deal with it. And they kind of approach the cyber attack the same way. It's a coordinated response.
Yeah. Well, surprisingly though, when we asked the utility companies around the world, how many of you have an instant response plan? 1/3 said they do not, which is quite problematic. And if you think about, you're only as good as your weakest link.
Yeah.
You really have to address the supply chain and those that are in the middle. You have to lift those. And that really requires what that requires is having the right kind of expertise. By simply taking IT solutions into the OT space does not work. In fact,
been there, done that.
Yeah. Well, you do a simple scan to look at vulnerabilities and trigger plan. That's a problem. So then the question is, okay, well, you got to bring the right kinds of expertise. Well, those expertise are like the endangered species.
Yeah.
You have to know networking, you have to know security, you have to know machinery and automation. Those individuals are far in between. So the whole idea is companies like us building up the pipeline and working with others to build a pipeline of talent, and also providing services to those that don't see security as being the thing they can do on their own. They just don't have the capacity.
You can augment their skill sets or whatever.
Exactly. And solving that manpower challenge, I think is really important. And you cannot do this by simply, it's going to take time to do that. So the idea of getting scale means that you have to build depth. So we are working with customers all over the world to build monitoring centers where customers together with us can bring those capabilities into a single place at scale with the depth to do detection.
So you're combining resources, if you like, in terms of let's all get together and do it as a community, or the strength in numbers. So we'll all watch each other or whatever.
Yeah, that's the basic idea. The idea is bringing and centralizing the expertise into a single place, investing in that, and then using that to drive not just technological innovation, which is important, but also the depths of expertise in being able to contextualize and provide insights to our customers and then ultimately react when the bad day comes.
Now you have a session, I think, tomorrow.
That's right.
I think I noted the title: three clicks from collapse.
Yeah, a bit of a doomsday scenario.
And if I may, I do a lot of work in the energy industry, and sometimes you meet people who are, you see all the headlines about cyber attacks and whatever, and they're going, "Oh my God, we're all doomed."
Yeah.
And someone can be quite fatalistic about it. I don't think we're doomed, but you have to prepare. You have to get ready. What do you say to people when they say, "Oh, we're doomed anyway"? Why should we do anything?
Well, I think it's a catchy title, but I'm actually not a fan of the doomsday scenario.
Okay.
I think what's really important is to see cybersecurity as an enabler for digitalization. Have an understanding that you are going to be attacked. That's the reality. And the whole idea is, how do I respond? How do I do so quickly? And the whole panel tomorrow is about the tabletop exercise.
Okay.
That would bring different stakeholders together to really practice around a scenario, which may or may not happen.
But at least you have something in the drawer if it does happen that here's what we do, here's the response plan or something.
Yeah, exactly. And the most important thing that it does is builds relationships. The second thing that it really does, it helps you map your environment. It gives the imperative or the platform to take a second look at what you have, map that out, create a blueprint, and then have certain, it's sort of like exercising against natural disasters.
You're gaming out scenarios, what could happen.
Yeah, and then staying really fit against those scenarios. So not just doing this once every 10 years.
Yeah, put it on the drawers full of dust.
Yeah, you gotta get
and then the infrastructure's all changed, and it's like, oh, that's not valid anymore.
You gotta get on the treadmill. That's the bottom line.
Hey, I wish you well.
Thanks so much.
There's never a dull moment with cybersecurity.
No, definitely not. It's still an exciting field, and it's an imperative that we have to address.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.